They say trying to control everything in your life is like swimming against the tides, in which your failure is guaranteed every time. Because even though there are things we can control, there are areas of our lives of which the outcomes are completely out of our hands. You may be holding on to something that happened years ago and it's spoiling everything you can achieve and enjoy in the present moment. Or you're desperately trying to control the future, which is obviously unattainable. This kind of attachment to the things we can't control will only result in despair and frustration as your logical brain continues to justify your misery. And the solution is to find some level of indifference and freedom from these things and stay neutral to the outcomes. The following are 6 ways of how to do just that. But before we start, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I talk about how you can find your passion and go after it at any age, how you can find balance even at the most difficult times in your life, and how you can be happy with the things and the people you already have surrounding you. So if you're interested, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, let's get to today's topic. Number 1 is to stop resisting the unknown. So like I said earlier, when you swim against the tides or the stream, you'll always struggle and end up losing the battle because you're going against nature itself. And just like the tides, your many problems have the power to consume you if you don't know how to let go and move on with your life. Sometimes because we're so afraid of the unknown, we choose to stay in a bad situation thinking that it will go away on its own. But this kind of thinking is only a trap because the unknown could be a much better place, and you have to find out for yourself by allowing change to take place in your life. You have to stop clinging to bad relationships or an unfulfilling career, things you simply have outgrown. Because holding on to things that are no more serving you will only keep you from getting to the things that can transform your life and bring you happiness and fulfillment. Number 2 is to trust the timing of your life. The reason why we're always on the edge and so impatient is because we do not trust the timing of our lives. We're easily discouraged and disappointed simply because we want to control when and how things happen instead of trusting the natural process and the outcome. You cannot force things to happen and be happy with the results because even if you do succeed, you'll not know how to deal with it. There's a reason why certain things in our lives take longer to materialize and be part of our reality. And this is because even though we think we're ready, the reality is there's still a lot to learn and things we have to go through before reaching our destination. In a way, the waiting time is preparing us and getting us ready for both our blessings and challenges ahead. So let go of your impatience and instead embrace the waiting time by focusing on the lessons and experiences. Number 3 is to accept change and thrive in it. We all like to stay in our comfort zones and not do anything risky or challenging for fear of possible failure and disappointment. We convince ourselves that we're incapable of coping or handling any major change in our lives. We can't let go of what was because we don't believe we can handle what's coming. But the fact is, change is the only constant, and we can only benefit by aligning ourselves to this change and adapt to the new environment without resistance. And if you can manage to be open-minded, you'll find out that change, whether good or bad, will bring with it possibilities and opportunities that you didn't have before. By letting go of your old ways, you can develop new habits and create a whole new life for yourself. It might be scary at first, but you'll learn to enjoy even the challenging moments as you know how to overcome them and thrive in difficulty. Number 4 is to remind yourself that there are no accidents in life. So, with the illusion of our physical reality and a logical mind, we might be fooled into thinking that our lives are just a series of lucky accidents and random happenings. We are unable to comprehend that everything is happening in divine order and that there are no accidents in life. As we expand our consciousness, we realize that everything that's ever happened in our lives has been a response to our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. We've always attracted things into our lives through our habits of thought and the actions that follow that. Now, we may not always be able to control the outcomes, but we can definitely change our understanding of the things happening in our lives. We can choose to be indifferent to a certain level and simply observe the perfect order in which things are unfolding in our lives. Number 5 is to detach yourself from all your labels and identities. Your work, your titles, your qualifications, your marital status, etc. are only different names for your activities and not your real identity. The minute you start to identify with any of them, you lose yourself. All of a sudden, you'll become someone you're not in order to fit into the different titles given to you by the world. Which means you have to do something you absolutely hate for years and years because you've gone to college for it. Or you have to be a certain way because people expect that from you. But you have to be able to detach yourself from the limited existence of labels and identities and embrace your true nature. Stay away from things that kill your creativity and enthusiasm for life. Move past the expectations of others and experience the magic of life by removing limitation and restriction from your thinking. And let go of any titles that are not serving you and become the limitless being that you are. Last but not least is number 6, and that's to always maintain a positive mindset. This is probably the hardest thing to do, especially at a time when the world is going through a major crisis and everything seems to be falling apart. Letting go of the negative emotions brought by fear and uncertainty can be a difficult task. But the thing is, you either let go of these feelings or you let them destroy you. The only way to go forward is to maintain a positive and an optimistic worldview, because without hope, we perish. The belief that there's always light at the end of the tunnel will keep you strong and optimistic. You'll no longer see your difficulties as something negative, but rather as tools to learn and grow. You'll realize that your journey of self-discovery is all about letting go and allowing life to happen for you. So that's it for today, guys. Check out any of these videos for similar content. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share your ideas, thoughts, experiences down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe not to miss my other videos. Until next time,